Hi everybody, welcome to my video today. It is Monday, which means we are doing a simple card with a fun technique. And the technique that we're going to focus on is using a sketch. So I'm going to show you a sketch in just a second, and then we're going to create a card. And I'm going to show you how I took that sketch and used it as inspiration to create the card that we will create. This is the Capture the Good stamp set. And you guys probably know I'm ecstatic to finally have this in my hands. I love the camera. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to do a lot of different projects with this. And then I'm so excited that this was the stamp set that Tammy White got to help design for her $2 million in career sales milestone. And with Stampin' Up, what that means is when you hit $1 million or $2 million, or when you just hit those milestones, you get to help create a stamp set. You get so much more, but that is one of the perks that you get. And so that's what this symbol means right here. So let me show you guys the sketch that we are going to use. It's here on my phone. It is a Mojo Sketch 511. So I just found this on Pinterest. That's often what I do. I just look for card sketches, just type into Pinterest card sketch, and they will come up. So I'm going to use this as inspiration for my card. So it's not going to be exact. I'm not taking exact measurements. I'm going to be really loose with following the sketch, but we're going to create a card. So let's go ahead and get started. The paper that we're going to use is the Follow Your Art designer paper, and then we're going to be using Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana, which you guys know I love. The other thing about this stamp set that's really cool is these circles in here coordinate with our punches and then our layering circle framelits. So I did not realize that before I started creating this. When I designed it, I didn't actually realize it. And I just saw a photo that Tammy White shared with the exact kind of measurements of how this works. I'll try to share a photo of that, or I'll do this myself and do measurements out for you guys. I just think that's a fantastic thing about this particular stamp set, is that all these circles you can cut out with different pieces, and then you can layer them all together, which is so cool. So we're starting with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and that's going to be our card base. So we have Whisper White right here. And then I have my layers already done because I really want to focus on the stamping. So this is a Bermuda Bay piece, and it's going to cover up the entire front of this card. So we have our card base, and then we have our card front. So we'll just layer this together. You could add an embossing folder to this. The Subtles embossing folder would be really amazing on this piece. And then these two pieces are going to layer together. So let me give you measurements for these. This is our Coastal Cabana piece. And it is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then there's a 1/4 inch taken off of this designer piece. So it's 3.5 by 4 4/4. So you guys know I just work in 1/4 inch measurements. It's easier for me. Okay, so we'll layer those two together. And then what we want to do is we can pop this piece up. We'll add a little bit of dimension. So already it's not exactly like the sketch. The sketch only had like the top kind of peeking out, and I'll show you that. I'll show you the sketch in just a second. Again, when we're all finished, you'll see how I did it. Okay, the next piece that we have is another piece of that Follow Your Art designer paper. I love this designer paper. It totally reminds me of the 80s. This is 2.5 inches by 4 1/4. So it's going to stretch all the way across, and we're going to put this a little bit lower, not quite in the middle. So we will put this right here. And then let's do our stamping. So I have this circle right here. This is a stitched shaped circle. And I'm going to tear off one of my pieces of mini grid paper. And we're going to stamp right on this circle. So we're going to take our camera stamp and our Bermuda Bay ink. And we'll ink this up. And then we're going to stamp, so it's going to be off the circle a little bit. So hopefully that's nice and straight and you guys can see it. Yep, I love this, you guys. I love the stamp set. Okay, so next let's grab our tiny circle here, and I'm gonna grab crushed curry, and we're going to take the Oh Snap out of the stamp set here, and we're going to stamp that, and then we'll go ahead and put this back together. The card, we'll finish it up. One more thing, I almost forgot. Okay, we're going to take this image right here, and we need a piece of just white cardstock. And then this image here coordinates with the 3/4 inch circle punch, which is so nice. So we'll punch that out. And then we're gonna take our Wink of Stella. I just like to take my ink pad. I have a little bit of Bermuda Bay ink right in the lid there. And what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of shading to this image. Here I'm going to add my circle, and I can just do that flat. And then we'll go ahead and add our sentiment, and we're gonna add that flat here as well, and it's gonna hang off the edge a tiny bit here. And for our little heart image here, I'm gonna take a dimensional, and we're gonna pop this up. It'll just take one dimensional, that to the middle there. And then we will go ahead and wipe off our Wink of Stella, and then just add a little bit of shimmer to the middle of that. The ink will reactivate when you use your Wink of Stella, so don't be alarmed that it will kind of reactivate that ink. And we have some shimmer on there, and then this is our card. And then let me show you the sketch so you can see how I did it a little bit different. So you can see that the design, this piece right here where I used designer paper, did not go to the bottom, and I just changed that up. And then I didn't do any scalloped piece behind my circle. So you can see how you can really take a sketch and just use it to inspire you to make a card. You don't have to follow it exactly, but you totally can if you want. It would make a great card this way, or we have it this way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this technique. I love doing this on Mondays where we do a simple card and we follow a fun technique. It has been a lot of fun, and I've loved your guys' feedback and your sharing. So I hope that you're enjoying this, and I will be back all of this week to create with you some more and share with you some more. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday, and I will talk to you guys later. So much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.